Oh, hello. Ali here at mindwavemeditation.com. Hope you're going well. Today we're going to talk about non-negotiables. What are non-negotiables? I guess a non-negotiable is something that you decide and you don't go back on. It's not something that you change your mind on. It's set in stone. It's there to help you make something happen. And if you're anything like me, I need to set some kind of concrete goals, concrete non-negotiable demands to myself to help me actually get things done. Because I used to lie to myself for years and I'll do it, and then I just didn't do it. And I got so sick and tired of not doing what I wanted to do that I decided to kind of like pull my socks up, so to speak, and get things done. So if you also want to get things done, then watch this video, because I'm going to break it down. I'm going to give you some solid advice of how to get things done and how to make this year even better than the last one. Alright, so non-negotiables, something that isn't open for discussion, something that we don't reconsider, something that we set in stone and we commit to it. And it's something that you decide. So you base it on things that you know that you could do, you know you could achieve. Maybe you need a bit of a push, but you set the rules and you stick to the rules. So basically a non-negotiable is something that, you sit down, you look at your life and go, where do I need to improve? How am I going to do it? This is what I'm going to do. And then you just do it. Tony Robbins, the self-development guru, king of all, has a non-negotiable where he every morning gets up and gets in an ice bath. That's pretty hardcore, and he says himself that he doesn't like to do it, but when he gets out of it he feels amazing, so he just sticks to it because he knows the benefits it gives him, and it's non-negotiable. So you wake up in the morning and you go, not really feeling the ice bath today, I think I'm gonna go back to sleep. Tony Robbins is Tony Robbins for a reason. Non-negotiables. Another one, Joe Rogan, a hugely successful guy in this day and age who does all sorts of things, has non-negotiables too. And he has what he calls the inner bitch that every morning comes up and says, let's not work out, let's go to sleep. And he controls the inner bitch and moves forward, and no matter what the inner bitch is saying, like, let's just sleep in, or let's just sack the workout off today, you take power of your mind. You don't let the mind control you. And it's quite a simple thing. It's difficult to manage, but it's a simple philosophy. And where we fail is we don't set the rules. We don't give ourselves rules. We don't give ourselves non-negotiables. We just kind of float through life sometimes and go, I hope this year's going to be a good one. And it just takes a little bit of planning, a little bit of effort, and a little bit of conscious decision making, and we can really make some incredible changes. So let this year be the best year yet. And that gets thrown around all the time. Make this the best year yet. But make it the best year yet. If last year was good, make this one better. If you can look at last year and go, there's a few things I can improve on, look at those things that you can improve on and decide to make this year better. So let's go. Okay, we're in. So what are we talking about? Let's break this down. A firm determination is what you need. If you really want to break through this time round, this year, a firm determination is what you need. Now, I'm a man about town. I've been around the block. I've done a few different things, and I've picked up a lot of patterns and lots of practices, and it's always the same stuff. Come back to love, come back to gratitude, make a firm determination, be consistent, all of these simple principles. In Buddhism, you chant Nam-myoho Renge Kyo, and you do it with a firm determination for what you want to have ultimate victory in whatever it is that you want. A firm one determination, a chief aim that you commit to. In Vipassana meditation, they have a thing called Aditan, I think it is, and it is a firm determination, because you sit down for an hour at a time, and within that hour, it gets brutal. It can be, if you don't have a good core, you have itches and scratches and you want to do, and your mind's thinking and overthinking, and you want to be everywhere but sat there. 45 minutes in, you're done, but you've still got time, you've still got to go through. Adhittan is this firm determination that when you sit down, you decide that you will sit still. You will stick through it till the end. You don't open your eyes. All you have to do is just go within and shed all of this noise. And we fight it, and we get bored and everything in between. But once we make it through, you learn discipline and patience and all these skills and qualities, and it's incredible. It's absolutely incredible, and it comes from doing the work. So the practice itself is very simple, but the commitment to doing it each day for a long period of time can be very difficult. This is obviously something that people do and have done for a long time because it works. So let's do it now. Let's really break this down. So first of all, we need to ask ourselves, where are we? I'm outside, and I don't mean geographically speaking, but where are we in life right now? So all that means is having a little look at your life, using awareness, and think, where am I, and am I happy? Am I content? Am I too content? That's always a big one. A lot of students I know have been just happily content, and they have these big dreams, but this feeling of content and safety in where they are is what is holding them back from pushing through to becoming those people that they talk about becoming. So where are we? Number one. Number two, where do we want to be? It's a simple question, but it's got a real deep answer if you really dive into it. Where do you want to be? And what areas in your life do you want to be further in? So is it health? Is it wealth? Is it success, your job, relationships? Is it a habit? Is it something that you want to quit? You drinking, are you eating too much gluten, cheese, dairy, whatever it is for you? Locate that thing, find out what that thing is, pinpoint that thing in your life and bring it up to the surface and feel it. Feel what you feel about it. Like, do you really want to quit that thing? Do you really want to let that thing go? Do you want to move on from that person, from that situation? Do you want to create new situations, new habits, new patterns, new relationships? Find that thing. Number two is literally the most important one. Where we are is a great start because it's awareness of where we are right here, right now. Number two is where it's really at. Where do we need to change? Number three, what is holding you back? What is holding you back from getting to where you want to be? So if it is something you want to quit, why are you not doing it? I've met loads of people that want to quit smoking or want to start going to the gym or want to start or stop whatever, and they've talked about it for years, and I've done that too. I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. When? Yeah, and it's got to do this. When are you gonna do it? I've just got to. I get that. When are you gonna do it? Okay, even if you say I'm gonna do it in 5 years' time, fine. I'll let you off. I've got loads of things that I want to do, and I've stacked them. I'm not gonna do that until I've done this, because I've realized from failing over and over again that if I try and do too much and try and do it all, then nothing really comes of any of it, and I burn out. So if you have something that you want to do and you're willing to stack that and do that in 3 years' time, 5 years' time, I ain't got a problem with that, not at all. But if you're just going, in a bit, I'm gonna get there, you're not gonna get there. You're just not gonna do it. And I don't mind being that person to tell you that, because sometimes we need to hear the brutal truth. If you really, really want that thing, then organize when you're gonna do it, or just let it go and move on. And let someone else do it. Let someone else do it and enjoy it. But I mean that, joking aside, I really want you to be the best version of yourself and do all of those things you want to do. But let's be realistic. Do one thing and do it really, really well. Line it up and make it happen. And if it's quitting something, if you want to quit sugar, you want to quit alcohol, you want to quit whatever, how are you going to do it? It's, don't dive all the way in and just kind of like make a plan. That's all we have to do, is locate the thing, figure out where we want to be, make a plan, and figure out what's holding you back. What is holding you back? Just kind of being lazy or not sure how to do it? Speak to someone who's done it. Always good. If you want to achieve something, speak to someone or study someone that has done the thing that you want to do. And, let's face it, what is holding you back? Laziness really is the number one. It's been the number one for me, is, I'm just not ready. I can't, I'm not sure how. The internet will tell you how, and a kick up the arse will make you do it. So now is the time to make it happen. You've got this. I believe in you. Let me know down below what it is that you're going to do. Let's start the conversation. I can give you some good advice or push you in the right direction, or at least give you a thumbs up. Yeah. And let's keep going. Okay, so my 3 non-negotiables at the moment are my phone. I have realized, I have admitted, my hand is on my heart, I've admitted to myself that it's crept in again. Last year I worked my ass off and I was on my phone all the time. Students, ex-students, friends, family, all these different social medias, the whole thing. It was just constant. And so I became addicted again to that kind of like checking my phone. If my wife went out the room, check the phone. It was constant. So awareness came in, number 1, and said, hey dude, you're checking your phone all of the fucking time. Isn't it time that you kind of bring that down a notch and enjoy being alive and just present? So that's something I'm really, really working on at the moment. So my non-negotiables are, I wake up and I allow myself 3 to 5 minutes just to check that everyone's alive. Nothing is, major. There's no meteor heading to the earth today. And everything is just what it is. I allow myself 3 to 5 minutes just to do an initial turn it off, airplane mode, into my morning routine. The second one I've got is, because of my work talking to so many people, so many different conversations all of the time, I've decided that I will reply between 12 and 6. And after that is just, it's not happening. Maybe I'll stretch those rules a little bit from time to time. Just having these boundaries of 12 till 6 helps me just feel relief and peace. Being on the internet and the phone all the time, I'm sure you're the same. Putting in these boundaries and sticking to them makes me feel like I have some kind of control in this crazy world that we all live in. And number 3 is I turn my phone off after 8 o'clock. Airplane mode, or put it in another room and just be here now, be with my wife, be with the TV, be with the food, be whatever's happening in the evening, and not be, I'm not being here. I'm literally everywhere else but here. And being here now is what I aspire to do as often as possible. So see if you can do the same. Is that something that you need to do as well? Be honest with yourself. Let's stop lying to ourselves this year. Where in our life do we really need to make some change and create some new positive habits? Non-negotiable number 2. Every day I'm committing to my mission, my vision in life, and I'm reprogramming this into my mind. So one of the ways I'm doing this is I'm waking up in the morning and saying, love, health, wealth, success, over and over and over again. Just connecting to those words and feeling it in my heart and repeating it over and over and over again helps me tune in to love, health, wealth, and success. And as you go through your day, be reminded of this. On my desktop screen, every time I open it, I see smile, breathe, feel love, health, wealth, success, and then I have my personal mission and everything on there, and I repeat it over and over again. As many times I have it on a whiteboard, I have it written down on my wall. I'm reminded of this constantly all around me in my ecosystem that I've created. It's like an incubator. Is it an incubator? It's like a real life vision board. Everywhere I look, I've got reminders of this. Another thing I do is I write it down every day. 5 days a week, I write it down on a piece of card. You could just get a business card or, a whole block of them, or cut up some pieces of paper and just write down your goal. I am so happy and grateful now that I am blah, 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 or I have blah, 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 blah. Connect to your goal and do this throughout your day as often as possible. You are reprogramming yourself for what you do want. Forget about it's good to know what you don't want, but realize what you do want and program yourself so you are reminding yourself constantly what you do want. So you start to believe you have it now, and thus you end up experiencing it, because you literally move into it. When you are reminding yourself of what you do want over and over again, you cannot help yourself but to move in that direction. So, there's an element of magic, but there's also, it's a very practical thing to do. We go through life and we forget what we want from time to time. If you ask me at any point of the day, at any point in the year, what it is that I want, I'll be able to tell you immediately there on the spot, because I'm so connected to what I want. And even if what you want changes, that's fine too. But as long as you're aiming for something, it's like typing in the GPS in the car and going to where you're going. And we don't necessarily know the journey, and that's okay. But knowing where we want to go is absolutely imperative. So if you don't know where you're going in life and you're not quite sure, check out the link below and check out my mini course, Dare to Discover, and that will help you clarify all of this stuff so you can really set your GPS. Okay, number 3, movement. This is my big one this year. I always move, but I really want to step it up this year. So on a daily basis, I might do a bit of qigong, a little bit of yoga. I'll definitely have a walk in nature. It's a priority in my life to get the fresh air and to tune out from the phone and just kind of connect, and move the body. So one thing I realized last year, I didn't do so much of the hard work like Pilates or working out and lifting weights and running, all these things that I love to do, but I was feeling a lot more passive and a lot more yin. And this year I'm feeling I need a bit more yang, and I need a bit more activeness in my movement. So I'll still continue to do my qigong and my yoga and my walks in nature, but this year I'm going to step it up. I'm going to do some Pilates. I'm going to start working out and really balancing myself out on both ends of the scale. So that's my big 3 non-negotiables. What are yours? Type them below. I would love to hear what's going on up here and help you get there quicker. Okay, so just a little recap. Where do you need to improve? Look at your life. Look at your life. Don't lie to yourself. Where do you need to improve? No one's going to help you. It's the best advice you'll ever give yourself. No one is coming to save you. Help yourself, take responsibility, be a badass, make it happen. Where do you need to improve? Figure it out. Do it now. Okay, number 2 is create the list. Just do it. Like you're watching this video now and you might go, yeah, I'll do that. You're not going to do it. Look at the calendar now. Decide when you're going to sit down for all of 10-20 minutes. Create that list. Get it done. Start living in the now. Carpe diem. Don't have things just left in lists and lists and lists and lists and lists. Just get it done. Just do it, and it will feel instantly amazing when you start. The more cleaning and clearing you do, the more amazing you feel. So start choosing you as a priority. Make you number 1. And lastly, have the conversation. Have that conversation with yourself. You can do it in a simple way where you look in a mirror and you tell yourself what you're going to do and tell yourself you're going to commit to it and stay committed to it. Or you can do it in a ritualistic way. You could write a letter and say this is what's happening and burn the letter or bury the letter. Or you could frame that letter so you're seeing it, read it every day. You can do things like write out a 90-day plan of what you're going to do, who you're going to be in 90 days, what this person looks like, thinks like, feels like, and just stick to it. Read something every day that reminds you of this vision. Set yourself a reward Tell yourself how long you're going to do it for. For me, I do it on a monthly basis. 4 weeks is enough for a bit of trial and error. Maybe I pushed the bar too high, maybe it's too low. Set yourself some kind of boundaries, make it happen. Let me know down below. Subscribe to the channel, hit the notification, stay in touch, tell me how you're doing. Emanating and emitting all of the love, and I hope you're going well. I'll see you on the other side.